Welcome to Oracle Application Express Apex Regions Calendars. A calendar is a real nice way for you to plot information from your Oracle database on the screen. In order for us to do this, we need to find a table inside of our database that has date information in it. For this example, I have an employees table that has a hire date field in it with date information. I'm going to use this hire date column to drive the calendar engine inside of Oracle Application Express. So if I hop back into Apex and I create a new page, I'm going to create one with a calendar on it. I can select Easy Calendar. I can write my own SQL code to generate information, but Easy Calendar is a real nice easy wizard that I can use to create a calendar-based object inside of my application easily. I'm going to change the page name to Hire Date, and the same thing with the region name. I'm not going to use tabs on this page, so I'll just skip over this. Then I'm going to select the employees table inside of my movie schema. Oracle is smart enough to figure out which column I'm going to use to actually drive the data inside my calendar object. What do I want to display that's associated with each one of those dates? I don't want to display commission percent. That doesn't really do me much good. I'm going to display last name. I can display the date or the date and time. I can specify whether I want to use department ID or employee ID as my primary key column, which I will in this case since there is a primary key on the employee table. I can specify a custom date range, or I can enable drag and drop functionality. Since this is a real simple calendar display inside my application, I'm not going to enable either one of these features for now. I can specify links, but again, that's a little beyond the scope of what we're talking about right now. We're going to have a couple of lessons coming up on how to link pages together. We're going to talk about that functionality in those lessons. So for now, I'm just going to leave exclude link target as the default. I come to my confirmation screen and I say create. The calendar has been created successfully. When I run the page, it defaults to the current date. So I'm doing this in May 2014, and I don't have any data that matches that information. If I sort hire date, the most recent employee has been hired in April of 2008. So I'm going to have to scroll back to that before I can see any information. I stopped on May of 2008. So now when I hit previous, and it takes me to April of 2008, you can see that I get the last name Kumar and Banda of April of 2008. And now as we start scrolling back through the months, April, March, February, January, we should start seeing entries in each one of the months. So when I click previous, we go to March. You can see we get Markle under the 8th, Ande under the 24th. February has 3 employees. January has 4. And you can see that corresponds to the data that we see here. So calendars are a real nice way of getting date information out of your database in a format that end users can scroll through very easily.